In every generation, there comes a star so bright that the world cannot ignore him. It's a star who changes music, dance, and entertainment forever. That star was Michael Jackson, known worldwide as the King of Pop. His story is not just about music, but about dreams, struggles, fame, and tragedy. Today, let's step into the journey of Michael Jackson, from a small boy with big dreams, to the most famous entertainer on earth, and finally, to his shocking end. A child with a gift. Michael Joseph Jackson was born on August 29, 1958, in a small industrial town called Gary, Indiana. His family was large, 10 children in a small house. His father, Joseph Jackson, worked in a steel mill, but also dreamed of a better life. He was strict, tough, and believed discipline was the only way to success. His mother, Catherine, was gentle, loving, and deeply religious. Even as a toddler, Michael showed signs of being different. While other children played outside, Michael loved singing along to records and imitating dance steps he saw on television. His parents noticed his talent, and soon, he was rehearsing with his older brothers. The beginning of stardom. Joseph Jackson formed a family band called the Jackson 5 with his sons Jackie, Tito Jermaine, Marlon, and little Michael. Though the youngest, Michael had a voice that carried emotion far beyond his years. His energy, smile, and natural ability to connect with people made him the group's star. They performed in local clubs and talent shows. People were amazed when this small boy sang with such passion. Soon, Motown Records discovered them. In 1969, the Jackson 5 released their first hit, I Want You Back. It was an instant success, reaching #1 on the charts. Then came ABC, The Love You Save, and I'll Be There. Everywhere children danced to their songs. Posters of Michael decorated walls across America. The boy from Gary, Indiana had become a national sensation, but behind the smiling stage persona, Michael's life was very different. His father pushed the children hard. Rehearsals lasted for hours, mistakes were not tolerated, and Michael often felt he never truly had a childhood. He once said later in life, "When I was playing outside, I'd hear my father's car, and I'd run inside, afraid I'd be in trouble." A rising solo star. As Michael grew older, he wanted to do more than just sing in a group. His dream was to express himself fully as a solo artist. In the late 1970s, he began working with legendary producer Quincy Jones. Together, they created Michael's first major solo album, Off the Wall, 1979. The album had hits like Don't Stop, Till You Get Enough, and Rock With You. Michael's voice was stronger, his dance sharper, and his charisma unmatched. The album was a success, but Michael wanted even more. He wanted to break records, to change the world of music forever. The Thriller era, The World at His Feet. 1982, Michael Jackson released Thriller, an album that would become the most successful in history. Songs like Billie Jean, Beat It, and Thriller itself were not just music, they were experiences. The music video for Thriller was a revolution. It wasn't just a video. It was a short film with costumes, storytelling, and choreography that set new standards. People watched it again and again. Michael's moonwalk, first shown during a live performance of Billie Jean, became legendary. Thriller sold more than 65 million copies worldwide and made Michael a global superstar. He wasn't just the king of pop, he was the most famous entertainer on earth. Everywhere he went, crowds screamed his name. His concerts drew tens of thousands of people. Presidents, royalty, and children alike adored him. The man behind the fame but success came with a price. Michael was constantly in the spotlight. Paparazzi followed him everywhere. Rumors about his personal life filled newspapers. He wanted privacy, but fame would not allow it. Michael's appearance also began to change. Suffered from a skin condition called vitiligo, which caused patches of his skin to lose color. As the years went on, his skin grew lighter, leading to endless speculation. He also had multiple plastic surgeries. Some were for medical reasons, while others were his personal choice. The media often mocked him, calling him names and spreading cruel stories. Deep down, Michael was sensitive, and these words hurt him deeply. More albums, more glory. Despite the challenges, Michael kept creating music. Bad 1987 brought hits like Smooth Criminal and Man in the Mirror. Dangerous 1991 gave the world songs like Black or White and Heal the World. History 1995 mixed his old classics with new songs like They Don't Care About Us. Michael used his music to spread messages of unity, love, and peace. He donated millions to charity and often visited hospitals to spend time with sick children. To many, he was not just an artist, he was a humanitarian. Asterisk storms and struggles in the 1990s, Michael's life became more complicated. He faced serious allegations that damaged his reputation. Though he denied the accusations and was never convicted, the stress and media attention took a heavy toll on him. Fans continued to love him. But the man who once seemed untouchable now appeared vulnerable. His health weakened, his behavior grew more unusual, and he became more private. Fatherhood and a new life. Michael always wanted to be a father. He once said his greatest dream was to give his children the childhood he never had. In the late 1990s and early 2000s, he welcomed 3 children, Prince Paris and Blanket Biggie. He loved them deeply, protecting them from the media's harsh spotlight. At home, he was not the king of pop. He was simply dad. The final comeback in 2009, Michael announced his big comeback concert series called This Is It. Fans around the world were thrilled. Tickets sold out within hours. Michael rehearsed day and night, determined to prove that he still had the magic. Behind the scenes, however, his health was fragile. He relied on medications to sleep, and the pressure of performing again weighed heavily on him. The day the music stopped on June 25, 2009, shocking news spread across the globe. Michael Jackson had died at the age of 50. The cause was cardiac arrest, linked to a dangerous mix of medications. The world stood still. Fans wept openly. Crowds gathered outside his home and millions watched his memorial service. It was the end of an era. The king of pop was gone. The legacy lives on. Even though Michael Jackson's life ended too soon, his influence never faded. His music continues to play, his dance moves inspire new generations, and his story remains unforgettable. Artists around the world credit him as their biggest inspiration. From the moonwalk to his unmatched vocals, Michael's artistry changed entertainment forever. Michael Jackson's life was a journey of light and shadows. From a little boy in Gary, Indiana, to the king of pop, his story is one of talent, discipline, and determination. He gave the world music that will never die and performances that will never be forgotten. Though he struggled with fame, controversy, and pain, his heart was always filled with love. Love for music, love for children, and love for the world. Even after his passing, Michael Jackson remains more than an entertainer. He is a legend, an icon, and a reminder that dreams, no matter how impossible they seem, can change the world. Michael Jackson will forever live in the hearts of millions as the man who taught us to heal the world and don't stop till you get enough. Asterisk, thanks for watching. If you really like the story, please do like, share, subscribe, comment. On my channel, World Stories. See you on the next video.